What's going on, everybody? I am Dom of X, the assistant editor of comicreleases.com and Near Mint Conditions' very own project manager. Happy Sunday to all of you folks, and let's go ahead and talk about all the release date, price changes, page count changes, all those updates. But before you guys do, be sure to hit that like button. Let's go ahead and get right into it. Alright, the first book that we're going to be talking about for delays is the facsimile edition for Secret Wars number 8. This got pushed from the 7th to the 14th of August. So if you guys are looking to buy yourself this awesome cover and also awesome issue and first appearance reproduction of the black suit, be sure to know that this got pushed back a week in advance. The same goes for the David Baldeón foil variant for Venom War number 1, because these unfortunately have to be pushed into longer production. This also got delayed to the same day as well. Next up is Marvel Masterworks Team Up Volume 8 hardcover for all of you Masterworks collectors out there. This is now being released on the 31st of December instead of the 17th of December. Next up, we've got Star Wars Legends Epic Collection Rebellion Volume 6. Actually, you know what I just noticed, guys? I just noticed that New Year's Eve falls on a Tuesday. I thought that was just cool and important to say. Anyways, this got pushed to the 10th of September instead of the 3rd. So look out there for all you Epic collectors. Next one we have is a modern era Epic collection. This is the Iron Man Stark disassembled by Matt Fraction, Salvador LaRocca, and the rest of the gang. This is now coming out on the 17th of December instead of the 10th of December. We have got the Generation X Epic Collection Pride and Penance trade paperback. This is coming out now on the 17th of September instead of the 10th. And last but not least, we have God Loves Man Kills X-Men Epic Collection, one of the greatest comic book stories of all time, and if not that, one of the most influential comic book stories of all time. This is now coming out on the 17th of December instead of the 10th of December. Next up, we got X-Men Blood Hunt. These are all of the... I talked about this in the previous episode. These are all of the ancillary Blood Hunt X-Men tie-ins to the event, all being placed into one nice, compact trade paperback. This is now coming out on Christmas Eve instead of the 17th of December. Next up, we've got Star Wars Darth Vader Black, White, and Red. This is now coming out on the 25th of March of next year, not this year, next year, instead of the 4th of March. And the same theme goes for all of these. The Star Wars Inquisitors miniseries trade paperback is going to be coming out on that same date of March. And Infinity Watch trade paperback is also coming out that same frame and mindset. Next up, we got X Factor. Let's go talk about the omnibuses. The original X Factor, original X-Men, is being pushed back a week, so this is now coming out on the 3rd of September instead of the 27th. Next up is Ultimate Spider-Man by Mr. Brian Michael Bendis, Stuart Immonen, and David LaFuente. This is now being pushed to the 17th of September instead of the 27th. I actually want to give a shout out to my boy Rye, who said wouldn't be an Ultimate Spider-Man omnibus if there wasn't a delay. And unfortunately that is true, but this did get pushed with a delay there. So I'm super sorry, my friend. I feel for you. I feel for everyone who are collecting these omnibuses, by the way. So Volume 4, same thing happened there. Next and last for the release date updates is another unfortunate one. Mr. Mark Waid and his Amazing Flash run got pushed back again. This is now coming out on next year's January the 14th instead of the 10th of December of this year. I really want this entire run in oversize. It's super, super unfortunate. And we got a cancellation update to one of the books that I have been talking about, it feels like, weekly, and unfortunately it is now canned, and that is Naomi Season 2 trade paperback has now been officially removed from Lunar Distribution. It got canceled. It will no longer be published. So for all of you trade folks out there, you will unfortunately have to get the standard size hardcover instead of this. Maybe we'll get a Wonder Comics Omni someday where we'll have Naomi seasons 1 and 2. We'll get Young Justice in there. We will get Dial H for Hero and Wonder Twins. I loved most of those series, so it's kind of unfortunate. The Wonder Comics line, I actually found a really, really refreshing line. Fortunately, this one just got a bit of a pushback. Next up, we got Jimmy Olsen's Super Cyclopedia graphic novel. These are the price updates. Some of them are increases, some of them are decreases, and the first one is an increase from $9.99 to $12.99. Next up, we got Batman One Bad Day, The Riddler. This is the Batman 2024 day edition, so this is going to be a different dust jacket than the regular standard size hardcover will look like. This got bumped up from $17.99 to $19.99. Next up, we got Harley Quinn's Bud and Lou, Trouble Times 2. I talked about this last week. This immediately got a price bump from $9.99 to $12.99. So Jimmy Olsen and Harley Quinn's Bud and Lou getting the same treatment in terms of that up in price. And last but not least, a price decrease, which you often don't see. This is Captain America by J. Michael Straczynski, being toned down from $19.99 to $17.99. And the reason why is that for page counts, this got decreased. So it's going from 168 pages to 120 pages. So a couple of issues have been removed from volume 2. If you guys are collecting or planning to read J. Michael Straczynski's Captain America, this unfortunately did get a tone down there. Continuing on with the theme of page count updates, the next one we've got is Animal Man by Grant Morrison and Chaz Trog Compendium. For all those who might have missed out on the Omnibus or want the complete thing in a cheaper format, trade paperback, this is now 712 pages instead of 704. Next up is Wonder Woman by Tom King Volume 2 Sacrifice. So this does contain issues 7 through 13. I don't know if that was covered in the video that Omar did, but it is up on our solicitations page on Comic Releases, which you can check out down below. Which, yeah, this was in there. This will contain the Absolute Power tie-in issues that are drawn by none other than Tony S. Daniel. So those will be in this trade paperback, which is why it's getting the page bump increase. Next is DC Finest, The Flash Human Thunderbolt, 8 pages. So this might just be a front cover, back cover thing. It could be a couple more covers are inserted. So 8 pages there. And next up, let's talk about the new PRH uploads. Talk about them quickly. The first is the Predator Black Panther crossover by 20th Century Studios and also by Benjamin Percy and Chris Allen joining him. This is $15.99 for 112 pages, which comes out on the 15th of April of next year. This is going to collect the 4-issue miniseries. Next up, we got Spider Society. This spun out of the Web of Spider-Man one-shot that came out earlier this year that had a lot of stories that were sort of building and connecting to what this Year of Spidey would look like in 616 and also around the Spider-Verse. So this is $17.99. This will collect the Spider Society miniseries and also Web of Spider-Man, the Spider Society story that is contained in there. Again, $17.99, 136 pages, next year, same date. Up next is, again, next year, same date for the Jonathan Hickman and Greg Capullo miniseries Wolverine Revenge, which I keep saying it. I want someone to let me know in the comments section if I'm wrong on this. It does look like this is Capullo's like big last shot at drawing anything interior. Man, if this is like, what a career. But I'm not here to talk about that. This is going to collect the 5-issue series, not the Red Band edition, just the regular single issues for 152 pages and $19.99. Next up, we got omnibuses to talk about. The first of is the Amazing Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 6. This is $100 for 792 pages, This is coming out on February the 11th, 2025. And this is going to collect all of the issues that Omar already did and announced on his own channel. So Amazing Spider-Man 181 to 205, annual number 13, Spectacular Spider-Man annual number 1, and What If issues number 1, 7 material from What If issue number 8, and also 19. Next up, we've got X-Men Fatal Attractions. This is a must for anyone who is collecting X-Men in the 90s. So yeah, X-Men Fatal Attractions is going to be $100 for 816 pages, or 816 pages for $100, however the English on that works, coming out next year on the 25th of February. This is going to collect Uncanny X-Men 298 to 305 and 315, X-Men Annual number 17, X-Factor 87 through 92, X-Men Unlimited 1 through 2, X-Force 25, X-Men 25, Wolverine 75, and Excalibur 71, so the entire event there. Up next is one of the biggest omnibuses that I am so far going to look forward to for next year, which is the Reginald Hudlin Black Panther run, all collected in one. This is a biggie. 1,368 pages for $150, so it's roughly the same size as the Justice League Dark Omnibus for DC. And this is coming out next year on the 18th of February. It's going to collect Black Panther 1 through 41, X-Men 175 to 176, Black Panther Annual number 1, Black Panther 2009 issues 1 through 6, Captain America Black Panther, Flags of Our Fathers 2010 1 through 4, Black Panther Saga 2008, Black Panther Annual number 1 Sea Story by Reginald Hudlin. Next up, the big one that people have been asking for what it seems like half a decade, Daredevil by Ann Nocenti and John Romita Jr., Volume 1 Omnibus, $100, 856 pages, coming out next year, February 25th, collecting Daredevil 234 through 266, and Punisher 1987 number 10, and you best better believe I'm going to be reading this and reviewing this on my channel. And last but not least is Fantastic Four. Yes, the ultimate Fantastic Four Omnibus Volume 1. This is $100, 856 pages, coming out the same day, 25th of October. Ultimate Fantastic Four, 2003 issues 1 through 32, and the annual 2005 number 1 are collected in here. You all know that I work for comicreleases.com. And for those of you wondering what on earth it is and why I keep mentioning it all the time, to the start of every video, to the intro of every interview I've done and I've been on, it's the website that I work for that is your one-stop shop for all up-to-date release dates on the omnibuses, epic collections, hardcovers, special editions of collected editions, and much more for the super duper uber collector. We also have documented solicitations for Marvel, DC, Image, Boom Studios, IDW, Dark Horse, and Titan, releasing every single month, so you are up to date on all comics and graphic novels that are coming out for that pre-order period. Now, if you join our Patreon, which is only at $2 a month, it not only helps me and Webhead, who I run the website with, to keep up the server and have it running, you also get a watch list to document all of your books so that you can track them whenever solicitations go live. It's in depth, it's really cool, and if there's a bug or something that we can improve on the site, please let us know how we can fix this via contact information on the forum or our Discord server. Once again, that's Comic Releases for more information. But that's going to be it for this video. This was a little bit quicker of a breeze than I think I expected it to be, but it is super late at night. But I hope you are all doing well wherever you are in the world. Be sure to smash that like button so I will keep doing more of these. Keeps me on the grind, keeps me up on my toes. Be sure to also subscribe if you're brand new, of course, and hit that notification bell if you're brand new so you don't miss any single video when I go live. And that's going to be it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. You be you. Have a great day and take care wherever you are.